Hello everybody, just going to let some people sign in before we get started. It is 4 minutes to 8. I am going to post on Facebook.
This is going to make...
I am going to post on Facebook right now that I'm going live. Going live in 3 minutes now. Boom. So we can get some people. Oop, I didn't. Next, and post. Let me go ahead and get the TikTok ready. I will go live. I will go live on TikTok as well tonight, but TikTok won't be able to see the commercial, my surprise, until it's ready. If you log in, go ahead and say hello so I know that you're there, because my counter hasn't worked in a while. It says 2, but usually that means there's more. So if you're with me live, go ahead and check in, say hello, so I can tell you hello back and recognize you. Okay, in about 2 minutes, I'm going to go live on TikTok and give it a minute to load up. Okay. So if you're watching, say hello. We're going to go live in 2 minutes. All right, some people are signing in. Please chat me a message. I don't see any as of yet. We're going to be going live in about 2 minutes. Yeah, I still got that nasty knock in my head, but it's getting better. It's healing. It's healing actually rather quick. I'm going to tell you all that story tonight, too. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and try to start up TikTok. Live, go live. 3, 2, 1. Hello TikTok. We're going to be going live in a couple of minutes. I'm just waiting for a few people to log in, and so you can follow me here. Also, there will be some pieces that will be added later on. And let's see, just still only 2, but we're going to go live in just a moment. As soon as we hit 8 o'clock, we'll be, if you're in the chat room, please say hello. So that way I know who I'm talking to. I see a couple people are logged in. We're going to go live in just about a minute. 8 o'clock's when all the fun starts. And then we'll get rolling, and I will do some readings tonight as usual. There will be some readings where you'll be able to ask a question, and I will pull some cards for you. Okay, just a few seconds left before we go live. Everywhere. Just give me... All right, it is now 8 o'clock, and it's time for the Touching Eternity, the podcast, and I'm your host, Sid Patrick. So tonight is going to be like a test night. I got an interesting video that I won't be able to put onto TikTok until later, but it will go on my YouTube and on my Facebook Live tonight. You'll actually get to see a commercial. Trenny Simmons is in town right now, and she is currently out doing a Halloween event, and she will be back in. She's just now getting off, so I don't know if I will still be online by the time she gets back, but if she does, we'll let her come into the live for a minute. If she doesn't, then I'm going to try to have her feed in next week when I'm going to have some special guests. All the people on the Touching Eternity cruise, I'm going to try to get online next week at one time so we can talk to everyone about it and talk about the cruise and talk about the fun events and all the things that we have planned for everybody. And it's actually filling up. I think by the end of this week, we will be at 17 cabins have already sold. So it's getting there, you know, so that's pretty good. It's going to be we've already got a good crew going, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But last week we talked about, hey Zeta, you're the first one to say hello to me. So love and kisses, my love. So anyway, last week we talked about love and the power of love. And we talked about how if you're in this business, if you're in that metaphysical, if you're a medium or a psychic or, you know, any of the metaphysical, the healer, that if you can't find that love inside of you and you can't pull that energy, that it's going to be harder for you. But once you connect to that pure vibe, that pure, and you're in it for the right reasons, the information, or the things that you need will come. And I can tell you that I have personally experienced that growth throughout my life, and it has been an absolute wonderful journey. Hey, Julia, how you doing, love? I got a surprise for y'all, and I know y'all might like to think y'all are. I know. At least Zeta, I think you are too. I think y'all are coming, so I want to share a surprise. When we get a few more people logged in, I'm going to share a surprise with you guys, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, we will get into some readings probably about midway through. And so if y'all can think of y'all questions. Hello, is that Kierce? So hello, and thank you for joining me on TikTok. So I've got 2 screens open. Hey, Jamie, my bestie made it. Yay. I'm going to be hanging out with Jamie for Halloween, and Deborah's there. Hi. So glad y'all joined me. So remember we talked about love and the power of love last week and how it works. So now we're going to talk about energy and vibrations a little bit, and I still got something I'm going to share with y'all. So when I get a few more people, hey Bethany, thank you for joining. So last year we talked a lot about and this was Bianca. Hey Bianca, like I said, we talked about love and the power, and how if you can come from that place, or if you're getting a healing or reading, if you put yourself into that place, then it will help enhance your experience. Wow, we jumped. So while I got people here, and I'm sorry, hey Susan, I'm sorry that you guys won't see this on TikTok, but I am going to post it right after on TikTok, so you will get to see it. But guys, I want y'all to look at something, and those of you who are going on the cruise, y'all know that we're doing a Sense Healing Cruise next year, and we have a lot of fun people that are going to be on it. So this is something that was created, so I want to share it with the people who are watching here on Facebook and on YouTube. But TikTok, it will be on TikTok right after my podcast. So y'all will get to see it because Magni's going to load it up. Hey, Carrie, so check this out.
New Orleans, the home of Mardi Gras, jazz, drinking, and fun, but we're also the home of culture, spirits, and more. Come on down to see us at Touch in Eternity and explore this magnificent city. Join Trenny Simmons, Misty Gaither, Jill Mercer, and I'm Sid Patrick, your host. And I invite you to join us for the Touch in Eternity 2026 Sense and Healing Cruise, a voyage dedicated to awakening the senses and expanding the spirit. The sea has always been sacred, a mirror for the soul, a place where we reconnect with spirit, with nature, and with ourselves. So join us for 7 days. We'll sail through turquoise waters aboard the Norwegian Escape, combining rest, renewal, and hands-on learning in an atmosphere of light and laughter. Each day offers unique opportunities to explore your spiritual gifts. Enjoy powerful workshops in mediumship, psychic development, energy healing, and paranormal investigation. Our instructors are hand-selected to enhance your journey on the seas. For more information, go to my website, sid-patrick.com. We hope to see you on board.
So guys, all right, now we're back live. So post what y'all thought. Did y'all like the commercial? And guys, I'm going to put that commercial about the cruise on TikTok right after. Hey, Kelly Levy. I love you, girl. And Callie Mercer. Oh, yeah. I know some of you guys. So tap that screen. Oh, yeah. Well, somebody is tapping that screen. That's it. Tap that screen. Make me TikTok famous. So anyway, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the cruise. And then I know some of you got to just now see the commercial, and it'll go live tonight everywhere. And then you'll see Jill and Misty and Trenny posting it as well. So the cruise is going to be a lot of fun. We've got tons of events planned. We got 2 continuous days of classes planned, and plus we have evening events as well. We have a mediumship gallery. We have We're going to be doing a seance with everybody. There's a story time with Jill, and there might be a couple of other things that we'll be planning. Even the schedule will come out soon. I'm meeting with everybody this week, so I'm hoping by the first week of November we will have the schedule posted and out on the website for the cruise. The cruise is out of New Orleans, and if you go through my website, you could, if you get a room through Nicole, who is our planner, you will be able to get some great extra perks. Like right now, there is $250. They will match. So if you put up your deposit of $250, they'll match $250, and so that will definitely secure your room and give you time. And if you need time to pay it off, they have a company that will finance it for you at 0 interest for another year. So gives you time to pay it and get things moving. Hey, Tina, glad you made it with us. And hey, Mac. So anyway, thank you for all the likes and all the loves. So the cruise is going to be a lot of fun. So now let's get into the topic for tonight. So last week, thank you, Lisa. Last week we talked about, like I said, the love connection and how if you're receiving a healing, or if you are receiving a healing, or you're doing a healing, or if you are a medium or a psychic and you're working with a client, the way to bestly connect is through love. And if you can hit that high vibration, it will open you up more. Well, tonight I want to talk about how it works in readings. We talked about healing last week, like when you're receiving a healing from a healer, that it is best to find that happy memory or that love memory that you hold. Think of that pet you enjoyed, or the grandchildren, or your own child, or think of something that's going to make you feel that love again, and that helps you open up to the healing. Yes, I don't know when it ends. She just told me it's going on right now, Bianca. So I don't know when it's going. She never gave me an end date. Like, she just sends me blast little emails like this is going on now, because I don't think she knows when they're going to cut that off, the matching the deposit. No, it's up to $250 they'll match. You put $250, they'll match $250. So they give you $500 off. So anyway, hey Heather. So anyway, we talked about that, how to get the best out of your healing and how to be a better healer too. That's why you should energetically always match with your healer. So make sure that's a connection for you. And like I have basically two specific healers that I use all the time. And it's just because I have a really good, loving, like seriously from the heart connection with those healers. And so that helps me receive that healing more, and they have healed me well. So you always should make sure you have some kind of energetic connection before someone puts hands on you, so that you can be comfortable and you can open that love vibe up. You can open that vibe up. Now let's talk about that in readings and what happens when you go to a gallery or a private sitting with a medium or a group reading or one of those things. So, a lot of people go to, they'll go to a gallery and they'll be like, well, I never get a reading at a gallery. My people never come through, or whatever. I only had a few moments and then the medium moved on to somebody else and they spent a long time with them. Well, why is that? Let's talk about that. Why is that? So what a lot of people don't realize, and I love it when people come to stump the medium, it's like, oh, stump the psychic. I'm going to sit here like this and chill up and just see what they know. Let's be honest. If they're a good psychic or a good medium, they don't care. They're going to tell you what they get. You can take it, you can leave it, but it doesn't matter. So the only person you're hurting when you do that is you. So know that when you go to a setting, now I'm not telling you to feed them all the information. You don't do that. No, they have to meet their marks. Okay, but what I'm saying to you is that open your heart up, feel that love while you're in that session, and you're going to get more, because the more energy you're putting out, the better connection they're going to get. People don't realize that a mediumship connection is a three-way connection. There's three energies involved. There's the energy of the medium, the energy of the sitter, and the energy of the spirit. And those have to blend to get the information to where it needs to be. Okay? And some people might say, well, this medium gives me a better reading than that medium. Well, that's because you opened up probably more with that medium versus that. There was something energetically about that medium in you that either connected or didn't connect, or the spirit was able to connect. So it's not just about the medium. And it floors me when I hear people, say mediums aren't real, psychics aren't real, I can prove it. No, you can't, because it is real. I've been doing psychic work since I'm 13, and I've been doing mediumship work since the death of my mother in 1988. And so I can tell you that it's real, because there's no way we could give the information that we give and it not be real. But people always try to stop this. One of my friends, I had a client who, after a reading, went out in a car and got very upset because the medium didn't say the one word she asked the medium to say. You know how likely that is? It does happen. I've done it several times. Trini's done it several times. Misty Gaither has done it multiple times. People I've worked with have done it multiple times. But does it happen every time? No. And what was, so when you come to a reading, we like to tell you, don't think about who you want to hear from. Just feel the love. Feel love. Feel purposeful. Feel the energy around you. And if you can shine a little bit, that'll help that psychic medium connect into you better, and then connect to that spirit. Another thing we always get is, well, I didn't want to hear from that person. I wanted to hear from this other person. Well, there's really no control over that. Basically, it is a three-way connection. So the medium and your spirit have to have some kind of connection, as well as the connection with you, with your spirit. As it has to be, it is a three-way connection. It is not just the medium doing everything. So that's why I didn't. Just something that said didn't complete the heart thing mission. I did not put one up there. But anyway, so. What I want you to understand is it's nobody's fault if you didn't get a good reading. It's not your fault. It's not the medium's fault. It's not the spirit's fault. It's the three-way connection. The energetic exchange between the three poles were not conducive enough to make it what it needed to be. And it could be a million reasons why that happened. So the best way to go into a reading is with an open mind, an open heart. Don't blab too much, because the medium does have the medium has a responsibility. Oh, thank you for the bear. The medium does have a responsibility to give you evidence. Now, in classes, a lot of times we say, what is the number one rule? Is that what mediums do? Is that it's the proof of the afterlife, but we can't prove nothing to you. So our real journey in mediumship is to validate for you that there is life after death. You can choose to believe it or not. But what I can tell you is, just from my own journey and studying, with the metaphysical world and mediumship and psychics and all the above, is that what I've learned is that there is no fear of death. That is something that people put on us to use for control. And, death is going to happen. It's inevitable. Okay? It is. It's inevitable. And it's just like, when you're born, and once you're born, if you make it into this world, you're going to make it out. And you never know when. So why would you allow your journey in this life? Hey, Tessie, why would you allow your journey in this life to be painful? Why would you want to live a painful life? And I understand that there are many factors. There's culture, there's family, there's rules, there's law, there's things that prevent you from doing things. But you should always try to be your happy self. You should always try to find, because happiness comes from within. No one's going to make you, happy. Because you can choose not to be. Okay? So you have to choose that. And I'm going to tell you one of the biggest cultural lies there are. Please do not throw stones at me because I know I'm going to get them. But I am going to say it. One of the biggest cultural smoke screens, I'm going to call it, is marriage and children. That's why I tell people never judge what people do with their lives. If you want to be married, get married. If you want to have children, have children. If you don't, don't. But we're conditioned from birth to produce life. Okay? We're conditioned from birth to produce life. So mankind can survive. So I get it. I get the push. I understand the push for it. But remember, you're conditioned for that. And that's okay. If that is truly what makes you happy, yes, I'm all for it for you. Yes, but don't throw stones at people who don't believe like you, because you were cultured that way. That's not necessarily the way it has to be for everybody. So, but if you come from a place of love, you will learn that it's more about loving who you are as a person and making changes for yourself so that you become a stronger individual. That's how you learn to love yourself. That's not being conceited. It's not going to get my nails in my hair. I'm going to get that done tomorrow. Like this big old dot in my head. But anyway, so I'm going to go get that done tomorrow. So we do spoil ourselves. But, life is meant for you to enjoy. Life is your journey in this time for you to reach what makes you feel successful, what makes you feel like you're needed, wanted, makes you find what your concept of love is. Your concept of love may not be what my concept of love is or the person over there's concept. And so you should have no judgment about that as long as it doesn't physically hurt you. Let it be. Just walk away from it. If it's not your thing, walk away from it. Walk away. So love comes from within. You will gain everything from love. You will only lose when you hate. And it will only bring down your vibration. It will make you ill. Y'all have heard the test about you speak to the plant this way and then you speak to the plant that way, and which one makes the plant grow. So there's evidence there that shows you that words are powerful. How you feel is powerful. Your love is powerful. Mac, I love you. You keep hitting that little button. I know I keep getting like the love. Thank you, Mac. Anyway, so learn these things. Learn these things and learn to fall in love with the person who you are. And don't be mad at yourself if it needs some improvement. That's what makes life fun, because it helps give you a challenge about yourself. It helps you challenge your ideas. It helps you challenge, where you want to go with things. And so that's what makes you fall in love with you, is because you're challenging yourself to love and to become the best version of yourself in this lifetime. Now, life hits us all pretty hard. We've all lost family. We've all lost friends. Some of us, even myself, have lost a mate, a significant other. I mean, those things happen in life. But ask yourself, would you have not, if you lost a significant other, think about it this way. I'm going to tell you a beautiful story that actually Jill shared on the nickel tray. But you'll hear it right from the mouth of me. So I was reading this woman, and this is a true story, and I have witnesses to this. I was reading a woman, hey Daphne, and while reading her, it was a mediumship reading. I brought through her husband. Her husband had passed. They had two beautiful boys. The spirit told me about the two boys. The spirit told me that they were together, for a bit. And she validated it was 20 years. And she kept saying, well, I don't think he's around me. I said, oh, he is. I said, he's around you. He's going to show you coins. You're going to see coins. He's going to leave coins for you. And when she came in, she had brought in a pressed shirt from him, and that she was holding on to and smelling because it was him to her. So she brought that with her when she came to the reading. And as I'm going on and talking to her, I hear him tell me, ask her why she's angry. So I hear that in my ear, and I look over at her and I say, hey, Christy, and I say, hi. He wants me to ask you, your husband wants me to ask you, why are you angry? And she looked at me and said, I am angry with God. And I looked at her and said, why would you be angry with God? And she said to me, because this man gave me a beautiful life. He gave me 2 beautiful sons. She told me that, that she can't stand being without him, that she is at a loss right now, and she's tearing while she says this, and she's holding on to that shirt, and she's rocking, and she's saying, and she's telling me. And I said, and I looked at her and I said, but if God would have came to you 20 years ago before you met him and said, look, I'm going to bring this man to you, but he's going to have to come home in 20 years. Would you have not married him? She said, oh, no, absolutely not. I love him. And as she said that, coins fell out of his shirt onto the floor, the table and the floor. And she looked over at me, and I looked over at her, and she said, I just ironed that shirt. There were no coins in there. And I said, he's letting you know you have 2 beautiful boys to live for, that he will wait for you. Because with pure love, it's on the other side. Saying, think about this. How many people go through life and never feel the love you felt? Think about that. And live on that for your boys and those grandbabies. And one day you'll meet him again on the other side. So, I wanted to share that story with you because that's about true love. That is about coming from the heart. When you come from the heart, anything can happen. We've had so many wild events happen around true love in readings. We've had people speak. We've had voices come out live. I had the coins fall. A mother's love. Jill told that story just recently on the Nickel Tree where the pen came out of nowhere and fell between me and one of my coworkers, and it was from a mother to her daughters who they wanted to go on a trip with us. It was really a beautiful story. It's on the Nickel Tree. I don't want to keep boring y'all with stories that y'all probably already heard from me a million times, but these things happen, and it's because of the love vibe. So not only is love good for your healing and for you, but it's also good for you to make connection. It's also good it helps you make that connection. If you can come from a place of love and keep that in your heart, you will see miracles. And you have to walk that path. If you can walk that path, you will see miracles, I guarantee. You will see things and your left brain will be like, that did not just happen. But I see miracles daily. I see things daily. Things happen around me daily because I'm open to it. And I'm not afraid of it. So my spirit team doesn't mind letting me see some wonderful, wonderful, beautiful things. So what I encourage you guys to do is to go through life trying to become who you see yourself being and not listening to other people. Don't let other people ruin your journey in this life. Learn to set boundaries. And that's what my energetics class was all about. Those of you who took it. Energetics Part 1 and Part 2. Part 3 will be out soon, actually. So that'll be coming out next year. I'm going to teach this 1 and 2 class one more time, and then I'm going to come back with Part 3, which is more about the mind and how the mind resets itself. It's all about the mind and love and learning to become the best version of yourself. So, again, I wanted to share that with you because last week we talked about love in one aspect. So I'm going to talk about the vibration of it again and how it affects readings, how it affects connections, how it affects people. So when you go to a reading, Go in with an open heart and an open mind. Don't go in with an expectation because you might get disappointed. You might get disappointed. I was doing a reading down in, I was doing a gallery at somebody's home in Pier Park. I'll never forget this. It was a beautiful home in Pier Park. And I was reading this family, and all of a sudden I went over to this guy and I mentioned St. Francis. And when I did, this guy flipped out. I told my mom that if I could get you to say St. Francis, I was going to believe in you. And I'm like, really? You paid the money to come see me for that? I said, wait till you see what else I can do. No, I thought it was funny. But oh, I miss y'all. Anyway, so I wanted to share some of those stories with you guys and just let you know that don't have an expectation when you go to read. Accept what you get. Open up. Try to open up. Try to think of things that you love. Or if you have fond memories with different people, not just one person, go through the different feelings of love with other people and try. And then if the medium connects to you, because you're going to open up if you do that, if the medium connects to you, then sit there and allow the medium to flow with you and be receptive. If you don't understand something, I just don't understand it. That's okay. The medium, if it's a good medium, they'll keep going. If you do understand it, say, I understand that. And allow the medium to unfold for you, because it takes your acceptance of it for it to unfold properly to you. Because some psychics mediums, they can just if a medium can't read your mediums, they're going to tap into you psychically, and they're going to give you some psychic stuff that they know they're going to get. Bam, 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 and then move on. If you're open, you're going to get the best reading, because then they're going to start hearing things, smelling things, sensing things, because you've opened it up to them, and your spirit team has opened it up to them. And usually if I do a mediumship reading, at the end of it, I will ask, the last 10 minutes or so of the reading, I'll ask, is there someone that I didn't bring through that you would like me to try to bring through? And then I'll try. It may happen, it may not. But if I've already connected to multiple loved ones and just that one person didn't come through, I'll try. But sometimes it's the connection. You have to understand all about connection. And I know y'all see a lot of TikTok mediums and a lot of TikTok psychics, and you see a lot of these people all over the place doing readings, tarot card readers and all that. And again, if this is, as long as they are being true to the spirit and true to themselves and true to their readers and being honest, so be it, So, but know that, and another thing too I want to say before I get into some readings with you guys, is that quit comparing yourself to other people. Please stop that. And even if you're a medium, you're a medium. If you're studying mediumship, don't say I want to be like that medium, because you're never going to be that medium. You have to learn your own gifts. You have to develop your own. A good mediumship teacher cannot teach you to be a medium. What they can do is give you tools, and they can mentor you in using tools to help develop what you already have. You've already got it. And if a medium ever tells you, and this is common, if you ever go to an instructor and they tell you, oh, well, you need to be a healer when you're trying to be a medium, and they say, well, you'll never be a medium, that doesn't mean you'll never be a medium. That means that instructor doesn't know how to mentor you in that fashion. Everyone is born with these abilities, but it's up to you. It's easier for some than it is others. It depends on your left and right brain functions, really, is what it does. But you can train those. You can learn. If you get mentored by the right person, they can help train your brain. But they have to identify what side of the brain you're working from, and then how to blend that to strengthen one side versus the other. In mediumship or psychic training, that's what you need to do. You have to understand where you are, because I do believe it is a science. Because I see too many facts with it. So what I'm saying to you is, once you learn to understand it and you're not shunned from it and you don't feel guilty about it, you can open up to it and you can understand it. But you have a lot of mentors who'll tell you, oh, you'll never be this. It's because they don't know how to mentor you. A good mentor knows how to mentor you. They know how to, they can evaluate your brain. because Glenda, you are a medium. Everybody's born with these abilities. That's what mediums are not like special people with a veil and all those things you hear now. What the veil must mean, and I'm just going to be real with you. When people tell you they had a veil, so that's what I think people with the veil have. Their brains are balanced a certain way, which helps them connect easier. Maybe I didn't have a veil. So what I say to people is that if this is a journey that you want to take, or if this is a journey that you want to go on, you want a few things you want to look at. You want to first find a medium that understands you. Number two, you want to find a medium that's not going to hold on to you exclusively, because you will learn different things. Hey, Veronica, you will learn different things in mediumship or psychic awareness from different people. You're going to get pearls from this one. You're going to get pearls from that one. If they're a really well-known tutor, go study with them. Go learn with them and get what you can, then move on. Don't think that one person is going to mold you all the way. So know that you should travel. And anybody who knows me knows that I take my students everywhere. I take them on adventures. I share them with other teachers. I share them with everybody, because this is their journey. This isn't about me. This is about them. When you come to a course with me, and if you stick there, we're going to travel together. We're going to go do things. We're going to go see people. We're going to go do things. We're going to go take from other people, because you need to be well-rounded. If this is something you want to do professionally, you need to get well-rounded. And you need to get pearls, as many pearls as you can get. Oh, Mac, I love you, honey. Thank you, Mac. Anyway, so, I want you to understand those things. First, about when you go to a reading, and then if you're trying to be that medium. Okay? Hey, Debbie, long time no see, girl. Debbie was with me a long time, and now she's moved on to bigger and better things, my love. So, again, that's things you need to know. If you really want to study any of this, don't study with just one person. Study with more than one. You go, you learn, you get what you need to get, and then you move on. And any teacher who is a good teacher would be glad if you developed. Would be happy that you were able to find your gifts, because it isn't theirs you're learning. Okay, it's your gifts. Thank you. It is your gifts. And so that's what this journey is about. And what I can tell you, you have to walk the walk. You have to be open. You have to be loving. If you're going to be successful, you have to be open. You have to be loving. You have to be caring. You have to be doing this for the right reasons. And the number one thing I tell all students before I get on to reading out is this. Remember, when it's your time to transition, everybody you read for on the other side is going to be there. Can you face them? Think about that. When you transition to the other side, everybody that you connected to will be there. So do them justice and be fair to their families. And now I'm going to do some readings, and I will leave you with that thought. Because a lot of people I watch a lot of people. And I can tell you that some of them don't understand that one day you're going to be on the other side with these people. If you truly believe in what you're doing, you know that your consciousness is going to be on that other side. And you're going to be bumping into the other consciousness that you've been reading in, because they are part of you. If you've connected to people, they're part of you. That's why you get the person who gets the reading and says, oh, I thought about that person in 20 years. What they doing here? Well, because consciously they're in your consciousness. So that means if you're a medium, everybody you've read is in your consciousness. Remember that. So when you get to the other side, you be true to you. If you're true here, you'll be true there. If you're doing things here that's not right, well, come on in, honey, if you're home. I got an extra chair for you. We got to have a guest. We're going to have a guest. I was going to read, but I'm going to make her read. No, I'm just kidding. She just put on, just got back from reading. Come on in if you're home, honey. She's saying, honey, she's home. hoping she'd get home in time to come see you guys and say hello. She might have a special guest in just a minute. Come on in.
I'm coming.
She's coming. So now I gotta share my stage. Oh, the Leo in me just got struck. Everybody, Miss Trenny Simmons. Woo. Oh, sit down, love.
I thought that was funny.
Huh? I'm not telling clowning stories.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
We're not going there.
We're not going there. But anyway, so, Tessie says hi, Trenny.
Hi.
So everybody, we got people on TikTok too, right
Okay.
here. So they're popping up messages.
Hopefully
Max
they're
says,
nice.
hey. So anyway, yes, Trenny flew in for a Halloween event that she had to go do tonight. And she had a lot of fun, I know, because it was in a nice place.
Yeah, except
Yes.
the poor gal putting it on got her purse stolen.
Oh, Lord. Well,
Yeah.
I told you about that neighborhood.
So there's that.
There's that. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Max says, I miss you, Trenny.
Hi. Who's Mac?
Mac, tell her who you are.
Who's Mac?
Mac's right here.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm gonna
just
put it
don't
on.
know.
You can put it. I'm gonna put it on my glass. There you go.
Maybe.
It should stay up. You put it there. I won't grab it.
I don't know if I can I do this. Or
You
is
can do
no,
it. You can
it's
do whatever.
crooked.
You can do whatever you want.
Let me see.
There you go.
Put us here.
Yes, so Trenny's gonna go live on hers too, so we're gonna be all over the place.
There we are. I have to. There.
Okay.
There we go. That's better.
Oh.
Okay.
So. Hi, Whiskey. 81 just joined. So yeah, Trenny Simmons just joined, and I was telling about our friend who had that client who wanted that one word and got angry and left. Remember our
Yep.
friend that happened to?
Oh yes.
I was telling them that story. I
Yep.
said,
That does happen.
We're talking about the connection, how people will come to a reading and think, I got to hear from this person, or they got to give me that one word, or that, we were
Right.
talking about that, and how that's how they don't get a good reading. That if
That's
they would
that.
just
Yeah, how not
open
to.
up and feel
Yeah.
the love. That's the best way to get because people don't understand it. It's a three-way connection. It's not just
Yeah.
what we do. It's what they do.
It
That's
is.
what the spirit does. It
Yep.
just depends.
Yep. It is.
It really, really just depends. Because I haven't been around in about 2 years. Max said for you. And Jamie said, "Hey, Mac may not want to put their name on TikTok."
Yeah, you're right.
We understand, but we get it. Trust me. But anyway, look, you got a bunch of hellos from
Hello.
Veronica, Tina,
Veronica,
and Jamie,
Mary.
and Tessie. You got a bunch of hellos. So next week I'm going to try to, if Trendy's available. So next week on Wednesday, Jill and Misty are coming to do a live with me to talk about the cruise. And then I'm going to try to see if I can figure out how to pull you in if you're free.
Okay.
You
What
know,
day?
It's Wednesday, next Wednesday, whatever
Okay.
date that is, at 8 o'clock Central. And I know you're in Central, so
Yeah, it should. Let's see. What is that date?
that's going to be like November the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th.
5th?
November
Yeah,
5th.
I'll be in Tennessee.
Okay,
My
well,
friend's having surgery,
Okay,
so
well-
I'll be there and I can just.
I'm gonna try to see if
Yep.
Maggie will teach me how to pop you in so everybody can see you.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk a little bit about the cruise and the classes and all those fun things.
Yep.
And was going to get ready to do some readings. So
I
if
just
y'all
got done doing a bunch of
if y'all have some questions for me or us, if Trini wants to chime in, she can. She's been working hard all night, so I'm not going to make her work. Type a question, and I will pull some cards for you. I'll pull 3 cards.
Some
and
of the people that came
Kara
tonight
says,
saw us back like 8 years ago.
at Tableau.
No, at their home.
At their home,
And then
okay.
someone else that was there was the same house that the cell phone kept flying off the couch.
Oh,
She was there.
She was there.
Yes.
Okay.
And remember the little old woman with the aneurysm who had the surgery? And
Yeah.
then she passed after the surgery.
Uh-huh.
Her daughter was there and her grandson.
Wow. So that was really cool.
It was.
That was really cool. So Christy Baker said, will her son's music career go as wishes? So Christy, let's see.
I'm gonna get my cards too.
Okay.
We
Trinity's
can-
gonna go get her cards.
We can do double cards.
You're gonna get double readings tonight. Y'all better take advantage of this while you can. Type some questions if you want to be answered. We can do TikTok and the other one. I have strength, the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands. And what that tells me, Christy, he's got to get his business mind right. If he can stay strong and get his business mind right, then his career will go as it needs. And I'll see what Trenny has to say about it. And Courtney says, I saw Trenny years ago and she gave me so much closure. Yes. Yes.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Confidence. I think it will go as planned.
Okay.
It just needs confidence.
And a good business plan.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. I
There
also
you go,
think he's
Chris.
going to have to be proactive in removing obstacles out of his life
Yes.
too. And not let somebody else do it, meaning he has to be the one to take charge.
That's where the strength comes in.
Yep.
Absolutely. Does anybody else have it? Oh, here we go, Tessie. Okay. Even though my life is full, my thoughts are constantly on my husband. When I'm home, I cry. So that's because you're going through stages of grief right now, Tessie. And like I said, I know Stacy's been hard to get reached lately because she's having a lot of treatments right now. So the best way is to text her to get in to see me. And I'll be glad to talk to you about that. But what you got to understand is your grief it shows the love. It's the love, and so it's actually, the grief is a beautiful thing. And yes, you cry, but it's actually beautiful because it just shows the love that you shared. And I hope you understand that.
I think that the amount of grief is equal to the amount of love, and it just has no outlet.
Right. Right. And Jamie
And it comes in waves. So yeah, it sounds like cliche to ride the waves, but you have to ride through the waves. Yeah.
You do. There'll come a time when you can move forward. All right, Jamie. Let's see for you. 3 cards for Jamie. Let's see what I got. 6 cards for Jamie. Jamie, I think you're going to continue teaching, but I think there's going to be a bigger plan for you. And I keep saying that because you've got justice, you got the career card, which is here, and then you have judgment. So
What's she teaching?
She's teaching the autistic children, and she's working with them, in school.
Yeah, she's gonna keep doing that. I don't see any change.
Right, but I see like challenge or whatever coming with her in it. So I don't know if she's gonna get more kids, get a different, something, but there's something there, or more money, there's something there.
Yeah, maybe some sort of promotion or something, higher pay. Kayla Greco wanted cards.
Okay, what did Kayla, and then we'll get back to Mary after that.
Okay. Do you have a question, Kayla, or you just want...
Okay, well, while she's thinking of a question, I'm going to pull for Mary and see if her love will turn around. Girl, love you first. Then the rest of the love will come. Learn what angers you. And the rest of the love will come. You will shine then. It says here, broken hearts hold you back. Be patient and nurture yourself back into a good relationship. What did you get?
I got that she's holding herself back.
That's what I just kind of said.
Okay. But she does have a really good potential right there, but she's holding herself back and has to start
It's looking at her.
brand new and remove the obstacles herself. So, when is that going to turn around? I think it's turning around right now. Actually, I'd say turn around right now over the next 3 months. So that looks good, but it does look like the outcome's really solid. It's 6 of Cups.
Okay. So give me.
Okay, and Kayla wants advice from her spirit guides.
Okay. Let's see, Kayla. It's Jamie that's doing the working with the autistic children. She's a para. Okay. So I'm getting the biggest thing about, I got the Page of Swords, the 5 of Cups, which is the big teller, and then the Knight of Wands. And that kind of tells me that it's not about what advice you get from them. It's about you. It's about what you do to connect to them, what you do to surround yourself with them. And that is about love. I've been saying that all night. Go ahead, Trini.
Man. I'm actually seeing that she may have to set some boundaries with somebody in a relationship, whether it could be family, could just be friends, but it's a very close relationship that she's gonna have to set some boundaries right there in order to have some happiness. Let's see here. Oh, good. Thank you, Kelly.
Yes, see that little
Hey, Lisa.
validation from Kelly.
So don't be afraid of that, because I'm actually seeing you not be afraid of this anymore. So it does look like boundaries. That's what I keep seeing right there with boundaries. You've got that 6 of Swords going to that 9 of Cups. So I think you are going to set some. It may draw a line temporarily right there. Line in the sand with some people that aren't going to be too happy. But overall, I think it's going to end up being very good. I'm also hearing from your guides, you just don't listen to them.
Jeez, it's about her. Hey, Rhonda.
Okay, nail on the head with the boundaries. Okay.
And let's see. Your grief comes
That one.
Will my husband be okay with his battle? So, there is definitely a battle to come. I do think there's chance for him to move into a good place. A lot of it is about him balancing himself and his soul in order for him to heal and for him to move forward, according to what I'm seeing there. Deborah, I was reading Deborah here.
Hey, Jacqueline. All right. And Courtney wants to know if her boyfriend's health will improve and financial strain will end soon. Better be a good card because it's stuck to the other one. Oh, check that out. Yeah, their finances are going to improve.
Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune's there.
Your finances are going to improve before his health does.
And
he's going to continue working on that one.
I got new things coming in there, both for work and his emotional self, which brings success.
Yep, and I got emotional stuff and new money, which is going to bring some strength here for him for his health. So I think I think Wheel of Fortune. Hey, Kathy. Wheel of Fortune is good for that, but yeah, your money's going to come in first, and then the strength is going to come in. It looks like he's got, I don't know, this doesn't look like a quick fix. Okay. Kelly, I'll pull Kelly quick.
Okay, and then we're going to pull
oh, really, Ronnie?
Daphne. We got Daphne.
Miss Ronnie.
Yes, Miss Ronnie.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Ronnie joins me a lot on Wednesdays.
Oh, okay. So this deck has got the coolest card, the white card.
Yep.
Kelly, that means that you're writing the answer to this question. So, based upon the actions of both of you, especially your husband right there, I almost said his name. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
That outcome on the finances hasn't been determined or predetermined, predestined. It's leaving you open to write the answer right there. So
that's a cool card.
It is a cool card. It's a very cool card. So probably not the one you wanted, but I'm going to say financial situation will improve if you want it to. This looks like a card of like manifesting and creating your own destiny right there. So, but it looks like it's mostly up to him to do that.
All right, now we do Daphne. Will I get my raise soon at work, or finances with my family estate ever get finished? No and no. No, I'm just kidding.
Bye.
You have too many control people in your life. Oh, I gotta get some of those controllers out. Oh, I gotta get some of those controllers out of there. Everybody wants to tell you what to do. Walk away, walk away. Look, it took me years to walk away. And I finally did. We can't talk about that online, but it took me years, but I did it. So actually, Daphne, I do see it's gonna be hard work, but it does say the inheritance is coming and a little more money is coming at work. So I got a yes and a yes, but it is gonna be a battle, but it's gonna happen.
All right, Lisa. I don't know if you had an anniversary recently, but there's something about celebrating your marriage is happening over here. There's also potentially a change in work that shows up right there. doesn't necessarily mean a new job, but it could mean there's a change within people of the job that you're at currently. But yes, there is more money coming in. So overall, Lisa, yours looks good. You just got a little bit of change coming up right there. But I also am hearing about financial investments too, so you might want to be switching some of those up. Okay, Rhonda's on here.
And I gotta do, when you finish that, we got one over here to do. Gotta get you in here too.
Okay.
We got Cindy wants a general pull, and Debbie Kingston wants something. So we got two over here. We got who we got over there? Rhonda, Tom Frank. When you make that appointment in December.
Yeah, I'm gonna say December, Rhonda.
Look, I have a story I'm not going to share on TikTok, but trust me, I feel so healed today. Oh, I feel so healed today. Magni, shut up. You were there. I know he's on here somewhere. All right. So, Miss Cindy, when I got your poll, what I got for you was that people are trying to take away your happiness, and it's all about taking stand. And once you do that, things will move forward in your life. I got the Ace of Swords, which is a wonderful card. I got the Knight of Pentacles, which is one. But then I got the Thief, who comes in and it's somebody's always trying to take your happiness from you. So I say, learn to set those boundaries, move forward, make those memories. And then,
all right, Rhonda, there's a spiritual component to your health issues that are going on right there. Like, harness your power. You're kind of stepping back into some uncertainty right there. But overall, I'm going to say about 3 months with your health stuff, you should see significant.
But you have to get on it.
Yeah, you gotta get on it. You gotta get on it. But I think December is supposed to be a big month for her. But
And then Eileen.
I also think there's like a cord cutting that needs to be done with some negative emotions in there too.
All right, so, and that's Eileen. I got somebody over here, Debbie. I got Eileen here, and I've got Debbie over here. Need info about closure on my current source analysis separately on my son's health. So let's see. I will look. I will do a 2.5 pile for you. Okay, there we go. So first, I got Eileen. Cards 2. Eileen, are you moving? I see a possible move for you, either career and or home life. And it's going to come out of nowhere, so pay attention to that, Eileen. Okay? What did you get?
Okay. I have got, wow. Sierra, I've got some money being spent here, or money going away. But then it actually looks like it might be for school or some sort of education too. So it's self-investment, self-improvement going on right there. So I think it's time for you to step in and invest in yourself right now, this year. Because that's what it looks like the last 2-3 months of this year. That's what's going to be all about you. But there's definitely money going away, but it's invested in yourself. So I guess you have permission to be selfish. And that's okay.
So Debbie, I hope Trenny gets something different than me, but mine's a little rough, girl. So, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna tell you. So, Debbie, what I got as far as what you were talking about the closure of the current situation, it says it's been a hard decision, but it's the Fool comes up, and that means you need to do the right thing. You need to set whatever boundary needs to be set, and you need to make change so that it does happen. And I see you worried about that tremendously, because worry was I did two cards and then one card crossing. The card that crossed was my worrying, I can't sleep, worrying, and then the sun came up over here. So I think that your son's health, I think there's some kind of procedure or something that has to be done, or some kind of change in his medical. I can't use the word lineup, but his medical path, there's some change that's going to happen, and it should help him in his health. But there's going to be some procedure or something that makes a change first before his health gets better. So I need to say that to you by the 3 cards that I pulled. What did you get?
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's going to get better. I actually think that that closure on a certain situation looks like it has to do with relationships, not job or anything like that. So
There's boundaries that have to be drawn there
I
or
think
set
it's
there.
going to be some closure on that. I'd say immediately. Looks like by December, actually. Long term, I do think your son's health is going to improve. I agree. I think a lot of it's mindset with him right there. So I think that has to change. But it does look like that turns completely around. Did we do Eileen's cards?
I did.
Okay. And then Katie.
Katie, and then we have to come back over here.
Yeah.
We get
Katie,
busy.
Jacqueline.
It's seldom y'all get the two of us.
Let's see what Katie says.
It is seldom that you get the two of us. What does Katie want to know?
Just
And nobody. Oh yeah, somebody did it. Okay. Mac asked the question. Mac, I'm gonna get with you because I didn't have a lot. I had more people coming in on my TikTok. There was a bunch and it went down.
There's Jacqueline and Katie.
Okay.
Jacqueline got that card.
So, Katie, Jacqueline. You're right. With Jacqueline, because that's pretty much what he is. It's about. Okay.
Yep. Isn't that funny?
So, who are we doing first?
Katie?
Katie?
Yep.
That's this pile?
This pile.
This pile? Okay, that's this pile.
That's this pile.
All right, go ahead.
Katie, wow. I actually see you ending or just ending some sort of relationship or, and it could be any type of relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. But this looks like you've cut some cords to some sort of relationship that could be like codependent or not good for you. If you haven't ended that, it looks like it's coming up. So I think it's going to bring you a lot of peace to get rid of that and get it off your shoulders. But that looks like a major life lesson.
I do, Veronica. All right, Katie, I got to add on to that. I got that if you could do what she's telling you, the romance is there. I got the lovers, but it's all about your emotional stability that pulls that love in. And then once you do that, that'll probably be your lover for a while because he put you back on the rest of the world and invest in yourself in that person.
Right on. Mm-hmm. Okay, Jacqueline.
Well, okay, I'll go. So
we both got Queen of Wands on her.
So we both got Queen of Wands on you, which is all about you. And so let's talk. But I got the Pope, and she's got that blank card. So I'm gonna tell you, the Pope is all. What I'm seeing here is that you need to write your own story, what you want. I think there's something that you're not sure about where you want to take things, and so I would recommend a lot of self-reflection, going in there, creating that plan so that you can carry out your spiritual plan, or where it is you see yourself, and getting back on track again. Because I think what this is telling you might have fallen off track of what you really want for yourself a little bit, and it's time to get back on track. Okay, now I'll let you go.
I think so too, because this is all about you, Jacqueline. It's the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and that blank ending card right there, which means that you're writing your ending, writing your tale. Again, this is about you focusing on you. So same message. It's okay to be a little selfish right now because it's about you focusing on you, your emotions, your power. You want to take that trip, go take that trip. You want a new job, go get that new job. You want some new clothes, go get the new clothes. Permission to go have fun and live your life.
Tiffany, I got you, and I'm gonna get Stacy because I got 2 on mine. 2 on mine. Anything I should have wanted to be, and I got 3 on mine. So I just pulled 3.
Over here too.
I just pulled. We'll come. We'll
I'm
come.
just trying to-
And then we'll come back.
Yep.
And do them. Okay. Ooh. They're working us tonight.
Man.
So my first one is Stacy. Oh wait, no, I missed Tiffany. I got Debbie. We got. It keeps moving. Tonight, hey guys. So yeah, it's Tiffany, then Stacy.
I did Tiffany.
Yeah, we got to do Tiffany. I got Tiffany. All right, Tiffany.
Yes, Tiffany's gonna stay.
Yep. I think you're going to stay, but yes, things that have to change, or you're going to get frustrated again.
Yep.
So there are things that have to change, but I think you're going to stay.
I think you're gonna stay too.
But things have to change.
And I see the potential for a lot of money.
All right, and Stacy, I see you going on a. Are you on your journey right now, Stacy? I just see I got you on a short journey. That's really weird.
I see your body handling it.
I know, but I do think your body will handle the chemo. I think it's more about your mental state that you have to stay on top of it. So I will say that. Oops, I just threw that on that next person.
Yeah.
And then after Stacy, it was Yes, I missed you, Veronica.
Okay.
Hey, Debbie, Jamie. Hi,
Okay,
Misty.
yeah. Veronica's got an old friend with a new connection, I think.
Okay. And Bianca wanted to know. Oh, Bianca wanted to know anything I should be warned about. Motherhood. I pulled the mother. No, I'm just kidding. It's also about nurturing, setting boundaries. I think somebody's probably taken a little bit of advantage of your kindness or your love. So start making some cuts.
Ronnie,
Okay,
I got
okay.
good news for you. This looks pretty good and pretty happy and like a lot of fun. Looks like that's something healthier than you've had in quite some time. Actually, I really like that. So go enjoy that one.
Ooh, I got all about partnerships, and this one's going to last a while. That's my Tom card, and he looks like he's pretty stable because he came up as a king of value. So I'm going to tell you, add on to that. Now let's go. Oh, I got to,
Do finances.
well, my friend, I'm going to come back over to your TikTok. Hey, Tracy. Anyway. Well,
Hey, Dawn.
and Dawn and Wanda. All right, so let's see. Will my finances improve? Okay. Wow, I got some crazy shit to tell you about your finances. Anyway, what it's saying basically is get off your ass, make some changes, and make some money. So it's telling you come up with some
Absolutely.
creative ideas to help you increase your money, that it's not just going to happen. That you have to create that. Thank you for the hearts. And thank you for the taps. Keep tapping that screen. I love it when you do that. But anyway, so it's all about, taking advantage of that time and thinking what you can do. Stop being comfortable, because that's the comfortable card. So it says, I'm being too comfortable with myself. So it's basically saying, get off your butt and go, let's see what I can do.
Look at this. Look at this pivotal time right here.
Yeah.
The
She's
Hermit, the
Hermit.
High Priestess, and the Empress.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that is all about digging in deep and creating it yourself right there. So it's going to improve, absolutely. We got the cocoon, the butterfly, and then we launch right there. So
Yeah.
you're kind of coming to the end of that where you're launching. Go be a monarch.
All right, guys, let me see. Okay, so there's nobody left on my screen, so I'm not doing any more on here. I'm not doing. We're going to finish trendies, and then we're going to be done because I need to end up
Larissa, where'd it go?
where we are.
Larissa's, I gotta find this. It keeps starting over on me.
Yeah, I realize Trinity's been doing this all night, right, with the 3 cards. And I can bring her home and she comes back to work.
That's
okay?
all right. Okay, will my daughter be moving out of state? And guidance. That is the coolest last name. Cappuccini.
I like that.
I like that. Sounds like a Starbucks drink.
So it looks like that this is working for you. There's a lot of emotions with your daughter making that move. And I got to be honest, when she makes that move, I don't think she'll come back. I think that her career is going to shoot off and take and be good. Now is a time for you to get into your guides and get into your spirit team, because that's going to help you through the lost time with your daughter. Okay, or the time, when she goes. Hey, Whitney.
Okay, I got the same thing. I think she's gonna go. I think it's gonna be. She's gonna really jump and fly.
Yeah.
Yep, she is. She'll move out of state.
So, yep. All right. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for loving the Touch an Eternity cruise commercial. We will be adding that on TikTok as soon as our video is over here. I'll be putting it on Facebook. We're sending out connections to Trenny, Jill, and Misty so that they can share it in their arenas and join us. It's going to be a fun cruise. We're going to have classes 2 full days, and we're going to have events at night. People have been writing me, asking me questions, so I'm going to go over some of the questions real quick before I hang up with you guys. So some of the questions I've been getting about the cruise are, what are the classes? Okay, so your money that you pay for the classes is separate than the cruise. You have to go onto my website and sign up for the classes. If you pay before midnight on New Year's Eve, you get an extra $50 off. The classes are $400. If you pay before December 31st, you get it for $350. So try to get in there and pay for the classes. If you're booking the cruise and you go through Nicole, when it's time for payment to be in full, if you don't have it, you can sign up with this company who will do 0 interest for another year, helping you pay for the cruise. And so it's very affordable. They had asked me did I want to add the classes to the cost of the cruise, and I told them no, because some people want to bring their family members who may not want to take the classes. So here's how it's going to work. Classes will be on the 2 sale days from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. There will be 2 excursions that have to be purchased separately. Other than everything else, if you want to go, you don't have to go. You may want to do something with your family, but they're going to be about the classes we're taking. In Cozumel, we're going to be taking to a location to sense and to do some investigative stuff. And then when we get to Belize, we're going to be going to see the healer. So you're going to learn a lot about healing on this cruise. On the day before we get to Cozumel, we'll be teaching about mediumship, connection, and paranormal investigation, because you will use those skills in Cozumel. On the last day, we will go into trance healing, and storytelling, which that's what Jill's teaching, and I'm doing a lot of the trance and trance healing. Misty and Trinity will do a lot on the paranormal investigation side and the mediumship side and stuff like that. So it's going to be a wide variety of classes. In the evenings, that is included with your class price, there will be a mediumship gallery with Misty, Trini, and myself. There will be a storytelling time with Jill, and there will be also there's a third event. It's the seance. Is where we're going to sit and we're going to ask for spirit to come in, and we're going to see what we all sense and feel as a group. Those are included in your class price. Those daytime classes, no one can come to except those that signed up. The nighttime ones, if your guests want to pay the fee to come to those things, like come join you at the gallery or at one of the other events, there will be a fee they can pay to come to those events. The other things that'll be included, will be involved in the cruise, that'll be extra, will be aura photography. For those who take classes, will buy their first photo, and then they can come get a photo and take it with their phone any other time during the cruise. Anybody else has to pay every time. But if you're a student, you get to come back and retake and see if the healing changed you, if the investigation changed your energy colors. So it's kind of fun. We did that at the last event we did, and everybody loved it because they kept coming back getting their pictures taken after every class to see if they changed their energy. So it was really cool to see the changes. Also, some of the tutors, Trini, myself, Misty, Jill, if you want to meet one-on-one with us, if we have time, or we have time off in a day, we may post that we will see clients privately. There will also be some fun activities. So once we get a list of everybody going on a cruise, we will be asking who wants to do the crazy t-shirt party with us. If you want, you're going to get a random name, and you got to go buy a t-shirt that will embarrass the hell out of that person, and then we all got to wear it to the event. Isn't that fun?
That would be fun.
I don't want you to get my name.
Oh, I want to.
I don't want you to have my name. But anyway, she knows too many of my dark secrets. But anyway, so that's going to be one of the fun events. We're going to meet at one of the bars in our t-shirts that everybody, and we're going to have to wear whatever it says. You have to wear your shirt and come. So they can put on it whatever they want. It could be as nasty or as wild or as whatever you want it to be. Okay, so so that will be something you'll have to wear. And that's going to be a fun thing. Then we're also going to set up something else for you guys to do, which will be included for only those in the class, is we're going to set up a crime scene. And we're going to have you go through and see if you can pick out all the elements of the crime scene.
That'd be fun.
So that's going to be a lot of fun too. So those are just some of the fun things we'll be doing on the cruise. So come join us, come have fun. And in the evenings, we'll be in bars karaokeing and singing and having fun, and, come enjoy us. The commercial was really, really good. We'll have that commercial on TikTok soon, and it's going to be handed out to Trini and Trini, Misty, and Jill to post on their social media. And it'll be on my website. It'll be on my social media, and it's really a good commercial. And we've already got 17 rooms booked. So it's building. And there are people sharing those rooms. So it's like we have more than 70, but we have, it's a room, we have like, probably around close to 30 now that's attending. It's going to be fun. So it's growing. And so again, it's still early. So definitely come join us on the cruise. It's out of New Orleans, and you can come spend a few days here. Trini might even come in early. We might do some pre-cruise stuff.
Of course.
And then why not?
Why not?
Why not? And so come join us. Come have some fun. Come sail the seas with us. Okay? So thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I hope that you enjoyed the lecture for the night and the fun and the readings. I know I enjoyed it. Look, I got the 2 holes back because I got a guest. So thank you for joining me tonight on Touching Turning the podcast. I'm your host, Sid Patrick, and my lovely guest, Trini Simmons. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.